Raquel Leviss won't be joining Vanderpump Rules for its 11th season, as we previously reported. Fans who were anticipating for a continuation of the Scandoval drama that has been making tabloid headlines since March are obviously disappointed by this news. For Raquel's former co-stars, though, the news is far worse. After all, Leviss' liaison with Tom Sandoval significantly increased Vanderpump's viewership. A sitcom that was allegedly about to be cancelled started producing spin-offs and hiring back cast members all of a sudden, and the Scandoval was to blame for everything. Raquel left the show despite producers' best efforts to bring her back because she put her mental health before her monetary account. Over the weekend, the third and final installment of Leviss' epic interview with Bethenny Frankel aired, and in it, Raquel went over the deep end by accusing James and Lisa of manipulating her puppy to attempt to get her back on the program. Leviss began by denying claims that she had left her golden doodle Graham at a shelter before entering a mental health facility earlier this year. Rachel reportedly told Bethenny, "Graham, he has a history of aggression, and he's bitten me really hard. He's bitten other people." As reported by the Ashley's Reality Roundup, "I had to choose between leaving the meadows and returning to care for my dog or trying to find him a new home and completing my treatment since I felt I still had more to work on. So I went with myself." Raquel therefore had a valid cause for letting Graham go, but things took an odd turn when Lisa adopted the dog and brought him to James. When Graham was seen filming sequences for VPR Season 11, according to Raquel, is when she learned that the puppy had been given back to her ex. "My mom called the foster caring for Graham right away and told her, 'Oh, it's so lovely, Lisa adopted him.' And we said, 'What?'" Raquel continued by saying she didn't want Graham to live with James because her ex had a history of being a negligent dog parent. "I didn't want James to have Graham for a reason, you see. He lacks dog experience, and he contributes to Graham's tendency to bite." According to the woman, Graham became a biter because James would push him to bite his hands forcefully because he liked the feeling. "Now the story goes that I abandoned my dog in a shelter where he was just hours away from being put to death. And that isn't accurate." Raquel continued by claiming that Lisa and James had utilized the Graham drama to entice her back to the program. Raquel stated, "I got in touch with Lisa and expressed my worries about Graham being cared for by James Kennedy. And when she called me, I responded and told her that James isn't a good dog parent and that she was simply discussing the potential sequences we could shoot together." According to Leviss, Vanderpump didn't seem to care about Graham or her former employees' mental health. "Just come back for one last interview," she says. "You are welcome to visit Villa Rosa and express your regret for leaving and vanishing. And she never asked me how I was," says Leviss. She said, "She didn't ask me what I've been struggling with since she last saw me at the reunion. Graham was being used as a pawn in all of this, so I did want to convey my side of the story, and there was this fire sparked beneath me, which nearly got me back that I genuinely believe that he served as bait to entice me back to the event." If you know anything about Lisa Vanderpump, you are aware of her strong support for animal rights, but despite her best efforts, it doesn't appear that Raquel and Lisa will be fighting on camera.